Hey, it's Becky, and it's finally time to share my Penny costume from Inspector Gadget. I made the wig, I made the computer book, I made the watch, I customized the clothes, and I put together this look for the Inspector. Keep watching to see how I built each element of this cosplay. We'll start from the top and work our way down, starting with the foam wig. I used a snapback baseball hat as the base for this wig. This way I know it will fit me no matter how I wear my hair, or also will fit somebody else. I cut off the brim and then used plastic wrap and tape to make a pattern. The plastic makes it easy to remove the tape, and the tape takes the shape of the outside of the hat. Then I cut it in several places to make it flat. Then I take that pattern and trace it onto some thick cosplay foam and mark the front and the back. Then I cut out the pieces using a utility knife and a cutting mat, and started gluing the pieces together along the cut seams using hot glue. By the way, if you haven't treated yourself to the modern convenience of a cordless hot glue gun, or you know someone who's still using a corded hot glue gun, this is your sign to get on that for the holidays. I don't have one of those wig forms, so I improvised with a magic arm and some paper packaging material. As I was adding the two halves of the foam base to the hat, I decided I wanted a little more space between the back of the wig and the snapback, again, for hair management purposes. When I wear a hat like this, I usually clip my hair to the snapback part directly, and so this technique is also for helping to keep the wig on my head securely. I added in Penny's side fringe, which first looked like sideburns, and made me want to make another wig with sideburns. Another time. Out of the thickest foam in my multi-pack, I sketched and cut out Penny's iconic pigtails and hot glued them to the back of the base. Then I pulled out my heat gun and started using it to smooth and shape in the foam. I had never used this stuff before this project, and it's super easy and fun. Highly recommend. I then took thinner foam and cut it into triangular pieces to add more piecing to Penny's hairdo, as well as pieces to attach to the front side of the pigtails. After I was happy with the look and shape of the wig, I took it outside to spray paint it bright yellow. I used a rubberized paint so it wouldn't flake off the flexible foam once it dried. To make Penny's shirt, I took a rectangle of white knit jersey fabric and attached it to the torso of a plain red t-shirt. I used a zigzag stitch on my sewing machine to allow the stretchy fabric to continue to stretch. The pants were made in a similar way. I just added bits of fabric on top of a base pair of green sweatpants. The color choice is super important though, and the first color, light green, I bought online, of course, was definitely not looking right, so I had to try again. Next up, it's Penny's computer book. I carved out the inside of a book I had painted blue and stuffed it with the most look-alike electronics I could find, referencing my Pinterest board while using the extensive catalog filters on DigiKey, the sponsor of this video. I actually have a dedicated video over on their channel about the computer book project build. The book's got audio from the show, a screen, a bunch of illuminated buttons, a faux display made with LED pixels, and some special Wi-Fi features too, using the Arduino Nano ESP32. That video is already out, so you can watch it right away. And of course, there's a tutorial to go with it in case you want to build one yourself, or something similar. Closely following this video release, you'll also be able to find the other microcontroller build for this project, Penny's computer watch. I'm just putting the finishing touches on this 3D printed project using the Arduino Nikola Voice. So please subscribe to the DigiKey channel to see it as soon as it's released. And you can see both of these projects in person at the upcoming Maker Faire Rome. I won't be there this time, sadly, but tell them I sent you and ask for my sticker. Thanks so much to DigiKey for sponsoring this mini-series recreating characters and props from one of my favorite childhood TV shows. Onto Inspector Gadget's costume. I don't think folks will necessarily get who Penny is without the Inspector, and also my Halloween costume partner is a tall man. The Inspector's hat is a plain gray fedora topped with a rotating red light. This is the most approachable DIY out of the whole series because it's just two Amazon products sewn together. I drilled small holes in the base of the battery-powered light and stitched through them directly to the hat. The inspector's got a lot of unwieldy things in his hat in the show, but this look is very wearable and not likely to get you stuck in any doorways. The rest of Inspector's outfit includes the following unaltered clothing items. Most importantly, a gray trench coat, blue pants, blue tie, white button-down shirt, and a pair of dark, solid color shoes. Thank you for coming along with me on this multimedia project journey. You know it's my favorite thing to combine crafts and technology together. I posted a tutorial and all the files for this project, from the code to the parts list to the 3D printer files. Check out the link in the description. You know, I started this project last year, and then halfway through, my dog Olive got cancer. We tried to treat it, but it didn't work. I prioritized spending time with her and put this project in a box. So I'm glad I finally got it back out from storage and finished it, and want to dedicate this project to her. She's the brain to my penny. This video was brought to you by my sponsors and with generous donations from viewers like you through Patreon and YouTube memberships.